We're going camping. We're going camping. We're gonna park by a shady tree. We're gonna get a glass of sweet tea and we're going camping. We got a fire in the pit. We're gonna roast marshmallows on a stick. We're going camping. Let's go see what camping's like here. Hello fellow RVers, this is Gary once again with Ruff Road RV Life. Here I am, Sharon's behind the camera. So where has freedom brought us? Well, we're still in Colorado. We're close to a town called Dolores, and we are at a national forest
park campground.
And it's called McPhee, M-C-P-H-E-E, McPhee Campground, and it's on the McPhee Reservoir. You have a few things here. So we're going to go let you see what this campground is all about. It's that way. All right, so I think first we're just going to run up and show you the marina and the boat ramp and then swing back to the campground.
What about the overlook?
These people don't care about the overlook.
The overlook, there is a lot of history in this area going back. We just left Mesa Verde, and there's a lot of artifacts and dwellings here that go back to prehistoric times, the Pueblo people that were here before. So anyway, there's an overlook and it tells about it, and I haven't been there yet, but there is a trail from the campground that goes there, and I've gone to it, but I had the dogs, so I didn't poke around. First thing you'll notice is this is a very scenic campground. What you can't see over there is the water. The reservoir is right off to the left, but you'll be able to see it eventually. Mountains in the backdrop. I mean, look at the mountains over here. This is a little peek at the water. Hold on. That's a baby peek at the water.
Yeah, that's a baby.
We'll see. There's better views, but anyway.
I think I read there's 50 miles of shoreline.
Yes, it is the second largest reservoir in Colorado, man-made reservoir in Colorado, we read. So that's pretty cool.
And the Dolores River is what feeds it into the town of Dolores.
Yes. We've seen deer here, bunny rabbits, and those, I don't know what they're called, like a jackrabbit. The rabbits with the extremely long ears. Our dog just froze. I don't think she knew what to make of a creature like that. She'll try to go after a bunny rabbit, but she was like, I don't know what that is. It's bigger than a bunny rabbit. They're huge. Bunny rabbit, that's a scientific term. Ooh, and look at there. There's what I'm talking about. Nice view out to the left. Mountains in the background.
We're going straight.
So there is a look as we wind our way down to the boat ramp and the marina.
And they do a boat check here, don't they?
Yes, they do. They even stopped us when we were driving around. We have a kayak on top of our roof. I mean, they don't need to check kayaks, but they want to make sure it didn't have a motor, and then we were hand launching it. The trail, the Can-Do Trail, comes all the way down. You can hike all the way down to the boat ramp. It's 1 mile from the campground, and you will have a little down coming here and up going back up. But the first half a mile of the Can-Do Trail is not bad at all. It's very scenic, has some nice overlooks, and will take you, the halfway point is the overlook.
Now this boat ramp is a little bit from the campground.
We didn't
Probably
clock it.
a mile and a half.
Yeah,
like
we
that.
read a mile and a half.
And they're serious here about when they shut these gates because they got spikes on the other side.
Yes.
And this is where you have to mandatory stop for your boat inspection.
Yeah. There's what you need to back down. Right there.
You go over here, then maybe you can see the marina too. There you go.
Swimming and fishing is prohibited within 100 feet of the boat ramp. And there's picnic areas, and there's a path all the way down to the marina. And it is switchback, so it's not terribly horrible. Bathrooms, they look like vault toilets with those stacks sticking up.
And the campground is up on top of that.
Yep.
On top of the mesa.
Way up there. So here we are leaving the boat ramp area, but I couldn't pass up this great view of the reservoir.
Part of the reservoir, yeah.
Part of it, yes. Now there is no easy way to get down there to fish.
No.
No easy way at all.
I went all the way around to that other side and still had to walk.
Okay, where to next? Tour guide?
I think we're going left, aren't we, to the campground?
Left to the campground.
To the tent side. There are two loops here, Piñon and the Juniper.
Well, both campsites are to the right. The overlook is straight ahead. Okay, change of plans. We are going to the overlook.
My plan got changed.
Yeah, Mr. D's plan. He tries to stay away from anything that sounds like overlook, high point. It's really not that bad. The hike here is practically flat.
Yes, it's 6% and 9% grades.
That I am assuming is going down. But
So if you like hiking 9% grades, then knock yourself out.
I am going to do the whole hike down to the boat ramp and back. So I'll fill you in the wrap up on how that went.
That's all I got to say about that.
But on this trail, you also see at Anasazi, I think I'm saying that right, ruins before you get to this overlook. So if you walk half a mile that way, looks like you're jumping off the cliff, doesn't it? That goes to the campground. Okay, there's a lot of mountains identified here. And McPhee, Colorado is submerged below this water, 1924 to 1948. It was Colorado's largest lumber mill town in those days. Wow, there's a lot to read here, but just know it's really cool. And then Mesa Verde, we left there, we were there. Our green table is a dissected plateau you see in the distance. Leaving the overlook area, just wanted to pop the camera on because it's so scenic coming down. And in case you're wondering, from our campsite at 34E, I think we're in the Juniper Loop, it was 1.5 miles up to the overlook and a road walk back to our campsite.
Key word there is up.
It was downhill going to the campsite though. A little bit of uphill going to the overlook. Entering into the camping area.
30-day stay limit.
Yep, 30-day stay.
And to me, that would be difficult to do, and we'll explain why later.
You'll see why.
Closed.
Closed and boarded up.
Yep.
So we just kept driving. So here, coming up on the group area to the right, but we're to the left. And then when we got to this point, we didn't know which campground we were in because I didn't write it down. Juniper or Piñon.
And of course we had no maps or anybody to meet us, so.
Yeah. So Mr. D sat in the road with the RV and I headed out to the right to check out the Juniper Loop first. So where do we want to check out first?
I'm just gonna go straight. Piñon.
Piñon?
Piñon? P-I-N with the little thing over it, O-N.
All right, we'll go this way first.
Little thing, there's a word for it.
So what I love about this campground is it smells so good. with
We
all
have
the
juniper
junipers.
trees and piñon trees.
Yes, so pretty.
So here we go.
You can arrive here and choose a site if it's open, or reserve on recreation.gov. Here's site 3. Now this site to me looked like more of a tent camping area or a small camper,
Pull out.
although there's 4E and a lot of the sites, not all of the sites.
4E is electric.
And there's 5, which is open, so if you just drove up here you could choose that site.
Has no electric, no water.
6, the same thing, no electric, no water.
7E, well, if it has an E, it's electric.
Yep, and 7E has a covered picnic table. It's a nice touch. And 8 is right there.
And there's a water spigot. They do have plenty of those around.
They do. There's 9. And 10E. This is an electric site.
That's a pull off.
Yeah. 11 to our left. And then there's a restroom there. No showers. And that's 7 walk-in. That's 7W, 11, 10W, 11W, 12W. Those are all walk-in tent sites. And then 12 and 13 we just passed. 14 on the right, 15 on the left.
And these are straight up sites, no water, no, there's electric here, 16E.
Mm-hmm. 16E has electric. Let me get a, and it looks like it's got a nice view over that cliff there. And coming up on this bathroom area is the Can-Do Trail, that if you jump on that trail, you'll end up in the overlook in half a mile or the boat ramp in 1 mile. 17 is right to the left. 19 to the right. 18. These are, I mean, some of the sites are nice. Like 18, I can't get a good picture of it, but we just passed.
It was a big, long, straight paved site.
Yeah, look level. Unlike 20 here, well, it's uneven and slopey. And there's 22 right there. Little downhill it looks. It's a primitive site. And 23. And another bathhouse. Well, bathroom. Whoa, there's a deer right there. Right there.
It's a big one.
Could have been a deer that the girls saw that got them all bajiggity earlier.
You went over to eat off the, is that the piñon tree or is that the juniper tree?
I don't know.
That's a
25E.
piñon tree.
26 to the right.
He's just going to stay there by the grill. I wouldn't stand by that grill, dear.
27 straight ahead.
This one over here's got sewer.
Oh, we missed that. The deer distracted us. What number was that? That's one of the, I think it's that one 29. Okay, 25E, where that Airstream is one of the full hookup sites. 27's to the right, a pull-off, primitive.
Water spigot.
I think this is the other full hookup site, 29E,
Yep.
right there. But there's some folks sitting out.
And that's it. So there's 2 full hookup sites. And the majority of this loop was primitive. There was a couple of electric sites.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's go check out the Juniper Loop.
So let's go to the Juniper Loop.
Okay, turning into the Juniper Loop, which was my first guess, and I guessed right, thankfully.
She guessed right.
Yeah.
They have doggy bags there to check at the little kiosk information, whatever you want to call it.
Right. Self-register area.
Yeah. Dumpster, another bathroom there.
Yeah.
And the host.
Very nice host right there at the host site. And here's 1E right there to the left. An electric site. And 3 to the right. primitive, and 4E to the left, electric, little slopey. 5 to the right.
I think there's only a few of these that really could hold a big rig.
Yeah, 7E.
6 is a pull off.
And there's 8 right there. So you can see there's, stop right here a minute so we can get a good look. 9E is over there, an electric site. And then this one was 8. But see the picnic area back there, and so they're nice, spacious sites, so I will say that. 10E right there to the left, and 11 to the right.
So the electrics, they're just spaced out. So far they've been all on the inside, haven't they?
And that's what I was wondering. There's the bathhouse. There's 13E, I believe, and 12 primitive to our right. And 14, but I see no E.
There's no E.
And 15 to the right. And 16 to the right.
So I think we've run out of E's.
17 to the left.
Water spigot. They have like 8 of these spigots around here.
They're,
They've got them
yeah, they're
numbered.
very convenient. 18 to the right. But if you're thinking about coming here and staying for 30 days, stick around till the end and we'll tell you why you might not want to do that. 19 there. Okay, these sites, these walk-in sites are really nice. 1W, 2W. They're on the cliff and there's water. 4W, 5W, 6W. And the bathroom. And we're back to electric. 20E.
Yep. Now we're on the outside loop.
Yeah, 22E, 21 is to the left. But just, here's 23. Well, they're just slopey, wouldn't you say? And 24 is over here. And 25 is right there where that Class A is.
It's got a generator out.
26 is to the right. Right up there, but you know, it looks like it levels out, kind of goes uphill. And 28E, right there. And 29E to the right.
Pull out.
And we're almost done. We've almost made the rounds. Yep, nice little pull over, pull off, or whatever you want to call it. 30E to the left. 31E to the right.
So you've noticed this loop, the Juniper Loop, has more electric sites.
Yeah, 32E. And there's 33E.
And I think we're the last site, aren't we?
No, there's 2 more sites.
Is
Yeah, so we really can't see our site. We'll show you when we get back, but we're 34E to the left right there. And 35E is right here. 1 more site. And that's it. And we're back to go.
That was our little tour of wherever we're at, which just lost my mind completely where we're at. On McPhee Campground on the McPhee Reservoir outside of Dolores, Colorado. Now, internet service here has been fine with Verizon.
And we read some reports where it's not so great here. And we did notice that it's not so great everywhere. But at site 34E, smoking.
Well, I did some fishing and I was...
Sorry, in the Juniper Loop, because there's 2 loops. We're in the Juniper Loop. Okay, fishing report.
No, I was just saying I was on the other side of the reservoir fishing. I had no service. Then that afternoon I came on this side of the reservoir where the boat ramp was, and I had service. One side of the lake to the other.
And we have Verizon.
Yeah, I did catch 5 fish, 5 bass.
Woohoo!
Anyway.
Making the most out of that Colorado license.
Yeah, a lot of them were out there with pleasure riding because it is a big lake. It's the 2nd largest lake in Colorado. So it's a huge lake. So as far as walking and hiking, there's a couple of trails here. There's the Ridge Trail and there's the Can-Do Trail, and I think that's the only 2 trails in the park.
Yeah, and really the Ridge Point goes like through the tent area, which is beautiful. They overlook the reservoir. and you have a little rocky outcropping. It's not very big,
Right.
but the Can-Do Trail is a half a mile. You will go past the Anasazi historical site and some information there, and you will also come to an overlook where you can have a 360-degree view of the surrounding mountains, and the kiosks there explain what you're looking at. And then you proceed downhill to the switchbacks. It was such an easy trail, but it is down after you get to the overlook. You go down to the boat ramp. It's very beautiful, scenic all the way down. And then, if you're like me, you walk back up, to the camp.
So, there's the trail report on that one.
But it is an awesome trail. It is only 1 mile one way, 2 miles, or if you just want to go to the overlook and back from the campground, super easy. 1 mile, half a mile in, half a mile back.
Okay, that was the end of part 2 of the trail report.
Because trails are important. They really are.
Okay. Anyway, now we got that out of the way. It's a very quiet park. It's a very scenic park. Like you saw on the tour, most of the electric is in the Juniper Loop. There are a couple over in the Piñon Loop, and there's 2 full-service sites that we showed
With
you over
sewer.
there. Now, there are some drawbacks to this park, which, for the price that you pay here, which was what, $42?
I think this site was 42.
Well, the air conditioner just went off. It was $42 for premium sites, and it goes down to, I don't know, like 28 or something like that. But whatever. You have no water at the site, but you do have these spigots. They got quite a few spigots around. And the bathrooms have no showers.
No showers
All
here.
it is a toilet and a sink.
Yeah.
And the dump station here is permanently broke, so you can't dump. You have to go into town to Delores to find a dump station there, which I understand there's some parks there that'll let you do it. I don't know. I didn't check that out.
No, we didn't.
I just read about it, but so to me, I don't like to be negative about parks, but for the price, if you're paying $42 and you don't get a shower, you don't get water, and you don't have a dump station, that to me is just a little high.
The premium sites are $29 a night now.
And there's only 2 full service sites.
Right. So we're not sure the price we paid fell in line with the premium because we used our you can use your America the Beautiful pass
Yeah,
here.
I think it said 42 with discount 29 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but
anyway,
whatever it is, to me it was a little high for what you get.
In regard to prices, they change all the time.
Yeah,
we
they
all
had
know
new
that.
stickers on them.
But just know that this is you're paying for the peace and quiet and the smell of the woods, and you will see elk and black-tailed jackrabbits. Is that what they're called?
Jackrabbit.
They are so funny looking.
And deer.
And deer. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful park.
And you do have the reservoir if you like to fish or boat.
There's
no playground in the park. There's some roads that you can ride around.
You can ride your bike on the Can-Do Trail.
Yes, so there are some places you can ride a bike, but they're like for kids. There's no playground. As far as swimming in the reservoir, I really didn't see a beachy area, but
it's pretty
maybe
muddy.
on the other side, it's pretty yucky,
yeah, our
muddy.
dog stepped in and it went up to her chest.
Yeah, and maybe if you were in a boat and wanted to go swim off the beach a little bit, that'd probably be okay.
Yeah, we didn't see a swimming area.
So that's our take on McPhee Campground. You got anything else?
Well, I want to say
Okay.
the sites, as you saw in the drive about, they're huge. They're huge. They're shaded, many of them, scenic. They're a little slopey here and there. And but like ours is a little weird because this is our living area, but our picnic table is on the other side of our RV.
Yeah, we just set up on this side, but on the other side, we got a huge spot over there with all the stuff.
And the picnic table is planted.
Yeah, you can't move it.
It's not like we can drag. We don't use it anyway, so it was not a big deal to us. But just be aware that some of these picnic tables are like behind your RV or on the other side, and some are in front.
Yep. We did take a little field trip out of here toward Dolores, and we went to the ancient cultural...
It's Canyons of the Ancients.
Canyons of the Ancients Museum.
And you learn all about the history, and there's artifacts there of the Puebloan people who were here before. And there are 2 sites that you can view outside. archaeological sites. And those are free. Now, there is a fee to get into the museum. It is $7, but if you have your America the Beautiful pass, it is free, but they do take donations as well. Okay.
That's why I'm a quiet person. I've learned over the years.
Science has shown that women have to, we just say more words. They even did this study with children. They have a lot more words than boys.
Point in case.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In addition to that, we went up into Dolores, and they got a nice little, we call it mom and pop supermarket that you can go into, and they got we bought some Anastasia beans, whatever that word is. I guess they're Pueblonian beans.
Because they ate beans, corn, and squash. Those were their three staples. So these are supposed to be.
We're gonna try some. They look like beans to me.
Descended from the.
But it's a nice little supermarket. And then we went to the Montezuma Mexican restaurant.
On the Delores River.
On the Dolores River, which people do tube down, because I asked the tube and raft, because it's like a class 2, maybe rapids there. Yeah, and it kind of straightens out as it gets on down, but.
Beautiful river. Great
restaurant, great food. Air conditioner's firing back up again. But so if you're in this area and you want to have out to eat, there's several restaurants in Dolores. But we went to that one because a fellow camper of us told us we need to go try that. So we did.
We tend to follow up on those recommendations that we get.
I'd like to say campers know good food.
And it was good food.
Yes.
Well worth it.
So there's a liquor store in Dolores if you need restocking and beer and liquor, because the supermarket does not sell beer or liquor.
And there's little shops there.
Yeah.
If you like to poke around.
It's a quaint little town.
Yeah, it is. It's really cute. It's not crowded like, a lot of mountain towns or places you go to and it's like Disney World.
Right.
It's not like that.
So with all that being said, I think we're going to wrap this review up, tour up, whatever you want to call this, our opinions of this. So click like and subscribe. This is Gary and Sharon. The dogs are in there. We're moving in about 30 minutes. A couple of hours. We're going into Utah, which is a new state for us.
Yes, we have driven through Utah, but we will be staying in
We've been in Colorado 2 months. Time to move on.
I know. We got a... did you register to vote on Facebook?
Yes, I did. We've been in Colorado.
We both did. We've been in Colorado so long they think that we need to register.
I have so much Colorado dirt, I don't even know how to get rid of it anymore. It's just like stuck on you. But anyway, I always said that, so follow us on our journey. We hope to see you on the road sometime. Take care. Safe travels.
Bye.
Bye.